Welcome to a world unveiled. And tonight's chapter 1 is Shadows in the City, a glimpse beyond the veil. As you nestle into your bed, let the stillness of the night embrace you. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, inviting calmness with each breath. Picture a single street light, casting a gentle glow. Under this light, imagine an artist, Alex, his hands moving gracefully, creating a mural of the city's hidden magic. With each quiet moment, allow the sounds of the night to lull you into deeper relaxation. Feel the comfort of your surroundings, the softness beneath you, and let it carry you towards the edges of sleep. As the story begins, let the rhythm of Alex's art soothe you into a world of dreams. Release the day and welcome the night. Rest well, and let the unfolding tale guide you gently into a peaceful slumber. Good night, and let the mysteries of the city cradle you into restful dreams. Chapter 1. A glimpse beyond the veil. And the night was unusually quiet as Alec his tools, under the dim glow of a flickering streetlight. The wall before him was vast and enmirrored, a perfect canvas. He began to work, his spray canvassing his vibrant hues started to take shape under his skilled hands. The mural was one of his most ambitious yet, a kaleidoscope of colors and shapes meant to capture the essence of the city's vibrant soul. Deep into his work, Alex was startled by a sudden gust of wind. It was peculiar. You might have been still just moments ago. Then came the sounds of whispers at first, growing into a cacophony of what seemed like chants. Intrigued, Alex peered around the corner and saw something that defied logic. Two figures, blind and enigmatic, were locked in a fierce duel. Also the light shot from their hands, casting eerie shadows on the walls. The air crackled with energy, and the ground seemed to vibrate with the power of their incantations. Alex, hidden in the shadows, watched in awe and fear. He knew he was witnessing something supernatural, something otherworldly. Compelled by an artist's instinct to capture the moment, Alex began to incorporate the scene unfolding before him into his mural. His hands moved swiftly, translating the magical battle into art. The figures, the spells, the intensity of the contemplation, all were etched into the wall in a flurry of color and emotion. As the battle reached its crescendo, the figures vanished as suddenly as they had appeared, leaving Alex alone with his thoughts and his steel-dry mural. He stood there for a long time, trying to process what he had seen. Had it been real? A trick of the light, or perhaps a figment of his imagination? Shaken yet invigorated, Alex finished his mural. It was no longer just another piece of street art. It was a testament to the mystery and magic he had just witnessed. The morning after the otherworldly encounter, Alex's mural was no longer just another piece of street art. It had transformed into something of a local legend. People gathered in hushed awe, smartphones in hand, capturing the vivid depiction of what many believed to be a fantastical creation of Alex's imagination. The mural with its ethereal figures locked in a magical battle, radiated a strange allure that captivated everyone who laid eyes on it. Word of the mural spread like wildfire, not just among the city's art enthusiasts and Instagrammers, but also within a community hidden in plain sight. To the uninitiated, it was a stunning piece of urban art to those in the know. It was a dangerously accurate representation of a world that was supposed to remain hidden. Meanwhile, Alex, unaware of the stir his work had caused, found himself grappling with the reality of what he had seen. He tried to dismiss it as a dream, an artist's fancy, but the mural stood as a vivid, undeniable testament to the truth. The mural's fame reached its peak when it caught the attention of the local news, catapulting Alex into an unexpected spotlight. Interviews, dialogues, and social media buzz turned him into an overnight sensation, a street artist who had captured the public's imagination with his stunningly surreal work. It was during one such an interview, as Alex recounted his inspiration for the mural, that he first met Elena. She was a young woman with an enigmatic presence, her eyes holding a depth that spoke of ancient secrets and untold stories. He approached him under the guise of a fan, but her true purpose was far more significant. Elena approached Alex with a mixture of caution and curiosity. As a onlookers, she was just another admirer of his work, but her words carried a weight that immediately caught Alex's attention. "You've seen them, haven't you? The ones from the other side," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. Alex, taken aback by her directness, tried to play it off. "Well, I'm not sure what you mean," he replied, but his eyes betrayed his intrigue. Elena, sensing his guarded interest, offered to show him the truth behind his mural. That evening, under the cloak of twilight, Elena led Alex to a part of the city he had never seen before. They walked through narrow alleys and hidden pathways, eventually arriving at a seemingly ordinary door. With a gesture from Elena, the door shimmered and transformed, revealing an entrance to a place beyond Alex's wildest dreams. This was Alex's introduction to the magical community of New York City, a place where wizards, witches, and fantastical creatures coexisted in secret. The sights and sounds are overwhelming, magic infused, heavy fun from the twinkling lights to the bustling marketplaces selling impossible wares. Elena explained that she was a witch and a guardian of sorts, tasked with keeping the balance between the magical and non-magical worlds. She had been tracking the duelists from the night of Alex's encounter, concerned about their recklessness. As they walked, Elena shared more about this hidden world. "Magic has always been here and intertwined with the city's soul," she said. "But we exist in the shadows, unseen, to maintain peace and prevent chaos." For Alex, every turn brought a new wonder. At conversing with Elena, a street that changed its destination, a child levitating toys. It was a sensory overload, but beneath the marvel, there was a sense of harmony, a coexistence of the ordinary with the extraordinary. Hannah's revelation was not just about the existence of magic. It was an invitation to Alex and offered to step into a world that had always been around him, yet hidden. His art had unwittingly breached two worlds, and now he stood at the crossroads of his mundane life and a magical reality. The revelation of the magical community to Alex was aching, to opening the door to a parallel universe, one that had always existed alongside the mundane world he knew. Elena guided him through this secret realm, where the rules of reality seemed to bend and twist with whimsical ease. They ventured through markets where potions bubbled with life, past libraries that whispered ancient secrets, and under archways that lit to gardens where the flowers sang in the moonlight. Every corner of this hidden world was infused with magic, from the cobblestone streets that shimmered with spells to the floating lanterns that lit the night sky. Elena introduced Alex to various magical beings, each with their unique abilities and stories. He met a wizard who could conjure illusions, so real they could fool the senses, a fairy with wings that glittered like diamonds, and a troll who guarded a breach with riddles and wisdom. These encounters nerfed Alex. Amidst these marvels, Elena explained the delicate balance that the magical community strived to maintain. Our world coexists with yours, but we must remain hidden to avoid chaos and fear, she said. There are laws that govern our secrecy, and those who break them face severe consequences. Alex's mind raced with questions. How had this world stayed hidden for so long? What were the limits of its magic? And most importantly, why was he a muggler allowed to witness these wonders? Elena seemed to read his thoughts. Your arc revealed the truth that few mugglers ever see, she said. But it's not just about seeing our world, it's about understanding it. You have a gift, Alex, one that transcends the boundaries between our worlds. As they continued their journey, Alex realized that this hidden world was not just a place of magic and wonder. It was a community with its own cultures, traditions, and struggles. He saw magical beings going about their lives, engaging in everyday activities, in dealing with issues not so different from things in the non-magical world. The day ended with a breathtaking view from a hidden vantage point overlooking the city. Below them, the two worlds coexisted, unaware of each other, yet intrinsically connected. It was a moment of profound realization for Alex. His art had become a bridge between these worlds, and with that came a responsibility he had never imagined. As the twilight deepened, Elena led Alex to a secluded spot within the magical realm, a place that seemed to pulse with an ancient, serene energy. Here, she began to unveil the story of the Heartstone, a tale that would forever change Alex's understanding of the world. Heartstone. Elena began in a hushed tone. It's the cornerstone of our existence, the anchor that maintains the balance between the magical, the non-magical worlds. It is an ancient artifact, imbued with powerful magic that shields our world from the eyes of mugglers and keeps the fabric of reality intact. Alex listened intently, his mind racing with images of his mirror, the role he had witnessed, and the wonders he had seen that day. He realized that his accidental glimpse into the magical world was more than just a chance encounter. It was a sign of something much larger and more ominous. Elena continued, "The Heartstone's power is not infinite. Must be thought in and recharged through a ritual performed every century. But recently, we discovered that the Heartstone has been stolen, and its absence threatens to unravel the very fabric that separates our worlds." The gravity of the situation dawned on Alex. The theft of the Heartstone was not just a crisis for the magical community. It was a catastrophe that could spill over into the non-magical world, causing chaos and destruction. As they talked, the implications of the Heartstone's disappearance became clear. Unexplained phenomena in the sea, strange occurrences that Alex had always dismissed as urban legends, suddenly took on a new meaning. They were ripples from a magical world, symptoms of the imbalance caused by the Heartstone's absence. Elena's expression was grave. "We are doing everything we can to locate the Heartstone, but time is against us. If it is not returned to its rightful place, and a ritual performed soon, the consequences will be dire for both our worlds." Alex felt a surge of responsibility. His heart had unknowingly tapped into something profound, and now he stood at the crossroads of a crisis that bridged both worlds. He had always sought to capture the essence of the city in his murals, but now he was part of a story that held the fate of the city on its hands. As they left the sanctuary of the secluded spot, Elena's words echoed in Alex's mind. The magical world was no longer just a wonder to behold. It was a reality he was inextricably linked to. And the Heartstone, with its immense power and importance, was now a pivotal part of his life. That night, back in his modest apartment, surrounded by his part, in the familiar hum of the city, Alex found himself in a whirlwind of thought. The revelations of the day, the existence of a magical world, and the critical importance of the Heartstone weighed heavily on his mind. His usual refuge in painting felt insufficient to process the enormity of what he had learned. As he sat at his window, gazing out at the city skyline, Alex grappled with a sense of responsibility he had never asked for. The world he knew had expanded, revealing layers and complexities that were both exhilarating and daunting. The boundary between reality and fantasy, which is often explored, had blurred in a way he could never have imagined. So, the Heartstone, with its crucial role in maintaining the balance between the magical and non-magical worlds, was now part of his reality. Eleanor's words echoed in his mind, on need for its return, the urgency of the situation, and the potential chaos its absence could unleash. Alex felt a stirring of purpose, a call to action that he couldn't ignore. However, alongside this newfound purpose, there were reservations. Alex was a meddler, an outsider to the world. What role could he possibly play in such a crisis? He was an artist, not a hero of mythical tales. The idea of stepping into a conflict that spanned realms was intimidating, and part of him yearned for the simplicity of his life before that fateful night. Yet, as he reflected on his journey from the mural that started it on to the wonders and dangers Omena had shown him, Alex realized that his part had always been about bridging worlds. His murals brought life to forgotten corners of the city, merging reality with imagination. Perhaps, in this crisis, his unique perspective as an artist and a Muggler could offer something invaluable. The night stretched on as Alex pondered his next steps. The decision to unveil himself in the quest for the Heartstone was not one to be taken lightly. It meant stepping into a world of unknowns, facing dangers he couldn't fully comprehend, and accepting a role in a story much bigger than himself. In the quiet of the early morning hours, a resolve began to form within him. Alex knew he couldn't turn away from the path that was unfolding before him. His mural, once a simple expression of his artistic vision, had become the catalyst for a journey that transcended the canvas. He had a role to play in this unfolding story, a contribution to make. His city, both magical and mundane, that might depend on him. As dawn broke over the city, casting its first light on the streets below, Alex made his choice. He would step into this new world with all its risks and wonders, and do whatever he could to help return the Heartstone. It was a decision that would lead him on an adventure beyond his wildest dreams, an odyssey where art and magic intertwined, and where the fate of two worlds hung in the balance.